What's up, Village? This is Mr. Miller, student life coach and your child's champion. We're having a conversation about this term, bullying. I want to give a quick response to my friend BrainJuice09. This comment is in response to a video I'm talking about what we term bullying, especially when it comes to school, middle school, and high school. So let's have a village meeting, because these are the conversations that need to be had so that we have a better understanding as the adults. Now, a dynamic that I truly understand and get, but I don't think is very healthy, is when we victimize our kids. We cannot continue to weaponize the term bullying and label every interaction, every negative conflict or interaction that our kids get into as a bullying situation, because it's not. A bullying situation actually is not simplistic. It's actually a three-part situation. One, there has to be an imbalance of power. Two, there has to be the intent to cause harm. And three, there actually has to be a repetitive behavior happening over and over and over again. It's not a one-time thing. And usually what we see in our high school and middle schools is a one-time conflict between two willing partners where there are no imbalance of power. There is just a conflict. Now, the reason why we love as parents to throw that bullying term out there, because that victimizes our child. The problem with that is that doesn't hold our kid accountable. If we push blame and just label the other kid a bully, that negates our kid from taking responsibility in the part that they possibly had played in that conflict. We got to call a thing a thing. There was a second part to this comment saying that I'm assuming this person has two kids, and when he said his son gets bullied by, I guess, his older son, that the younger son will say something back. Now, in the case of siblings, when you got an older sibling and a younger sibling, a lot of times that is bullying. And I'm going to tell you why there's a difference in that. Because there's an imbalance of power. If you got an older son who's 16, 17, bullying an 8 or 9-year-old kid, that's an imbalance of power. That 8 or 9-year-old cannot effectively defend themselves, no matter what he's saying. Two, the older sibling is intentionally trying to cause harm to that younger sibling. That's the second characteristic. And three, it happens over and over and over again. There's a repetitive behavior that happens over again. So that case between your son's BrainJuice09 would be bullying. But most of the time in school, when peers are in a conflict with their other peers of the same age, of the same gender, of the same power balance, over a disagreement, over misunderstanding, over miscommunication, that is not bullying. But because we're biased about our kids, we will love to call every kid that says anything or does anything negative to our kid, that kid must be the bully. That's not healthy. Because again, that negates our kids' responsibility and fueling that conflict. So I agree with you. Bullying is not simplistic. It is layered, but normally our conflicts in high schools are not.